Welcome you all students for the online class of social. Today we are going to learn about geography. In that chapter 8, human interaction with environment, life in the tropical and the subtropical region. I am Mrs. Angelin going to handle this lesson. Let's consider the lesson that we are going for an excursion for the wildlife sanctuary or else for a national park, so that it will be very easy for us to understand the wildlife of the tropical and the subtropical regions of the world. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the interaction of the environment, the life in the basin, Amazon River Basin, and in Ganga Brahmaputra Basin, and the impact of the environment. Before that, look at these pictures, find out the different environments, which means the different ecosystems. Yes, the first one is the forest ecosystem, second one is the grassland ecosystem, third one is the desert ecosystem, and fourth one is the tundra ecosystem. Under this forest ecosystem only, we'll divide that as the tropical and the subtropical region. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about the tropical and the subtropical regions. Before that, we'll understand what is meant by interaction. Interaction is nothing but the attraction between the two things. Here the interaction is between the human beings and the physical environment. This lead to the creation of a unique regions and also the different lifestyle, clothing, food, occupation, culture. So this is called as the environmental interaction. Let's learn about the Amazon River Basin, so which lies in the north part of the South America, and this is a tropical region. A latitude lies between the 10 degree north to 10 degrees south. This river originates in the Indigenous Mountain and it drains out in the Atlantic Ocean in the east part. And it also passes through the Peru, Bolivia and Colombia and the Brazil pathway. I have mentioned the picture of the forest. Have a look at the picture. The longest river picture and the draining place and the originating place. Have mentioned the pictures. Have a look at these pictures. The climate will be somewhat hot because it lies over the equator and it also receives the rainfall throughout the year. Every day it receives the rainfall, so it is also called as the rainforest. And thousands of species of good plants, the medicinal plants are found here, and so it is also called as the selva. And the forest looks somewhat dark and damp because the dense forest, it's a dense forest, so it looks somewhat dark and damp. I have mentioned the herbal plants, the herbal roots and the herbal flowers. I have mentioned the pictures. Have a look at these pictures. And next, the wildlife. As same as thousands and thousands of mammals like jaguar, then alligators, crocodiles are found here. And the main thing is the anacondas are found here. And next, birds like macaques, hummingbirds are also live here, and several species of freshwater fishes are also found here. And the fishes will be somewhat big in size. Okay, I have mentioned the pictures of the animals. Have a look at the pictures. The people who live here are sparsely populated, and most of them they started to shift their places to the cities because of the many causes, because of the inventions and many disturbance in the forest. They moved to the cities, and some of the people are still living there in the forest. They are called as the indigenous peoples, which means the tribal people, named as the Tikuna and Yamonami. So these people live there throughout the year, and they live more than 1,000 years in the forest. They'll do the temporary settlements. They won't be permanent in a place. They'll be periodically changing the places and the community, the houses. They'll do the activities like hunting, food gathering, and fishing, then burn agriculture. So these are the occupations of the people. And impacts of Amazon River, the main thing is the deforestation. Because of the highways and for buildings, they are destroying the forest. Because of that, what happened, the carbon dioxide level is getting increased, so that it caused the global warming. The next is the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin. So this Ganga river is different and Brahmaputra river is different. So it both together is called the Ganga and Brahmaputra Basin. So this Ganga river originates in the Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas, and it also passes to the Yamuna and Son and the Koshi. This Brahmaputra river originates in the Yarlangal Glacier, it's in the Tibet and it flows toward the eastwards, such as Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Bangladesh, and joins the Bay of Bengal. Along with the Ganga River, it joins and drains out in the Bay of Bengal, which creates a large delta area called Sundarbans. Sundarbans is nothing but a delta area which is in Bangladesh, that lies in the region of Bangladesh, and it is a mangrove forest. The climate will be somewhat hot because it's in the subtropical region. It's somewhat hot in climate, but during the June to September, it rains because of the monsoon winds. It rains during the period of September. Still September, it gets rain. I have mentioned the route map of the river. Have a look at the picture of the route map. And next is the natural vegetation. Since it's a mangrove forest, many rooty vegetables are found here. The floating trees, floating flowers, okay, lily, those kind of flowers are found here. And the evergreen forest, we can tell it as evergreen forest. It is found in the foothills of the mountains, and the deciduous forest also found. And in Uttarakhand and Arunachal Pradesh, the coniferous trees such as pine tree, cedar tree are found here, and thick bamboo forests are found in the Assam region. The wildlife, the elephants, Bengal tiger, deer, monkeys, one-horned rhinoceros are one of the important animals found here, and crocodiles also will be here. And fishes, the freshwater fishes like katla fish, rohu fish are also found here. I have mentioned the pictures. Have a look at these pictures because the pictures gives you a clear understanding. Yes, the katla fish, the deer, and the foothills. So the people are thinly populated in the Himalayan region. When you are getting into the plains, there will be densely populated. The plain region people will do the agriculture such as wheat, sugarcane, jute, pulses. The people who live in the hilly region, the slopey region, they will do the tea, cultivation of tea, such as Assam, West Bengal people will do the cultivation of tea. And also the community people, the tribal people, they'll do the hilly region works, such as the hunting, gathering, and also the tea estate works, they'll do that. And also they'll practice the fishing and cultivation of the silkworms for the silk, and this is called as the sericulture. So it is also main occupation of the Assam and Bihari peoples. So these are the peoples of the Ganga and Brahmaputra basin. And the river basin, the bank of the rivers flows through Allahabad, Varanasi, Kanpur, Lucknow, Patna, and Kolkata. These are the places, or some of the historic places are also found here. Since it's in the river bank, it promotes the economic activities such as tourism and trade also, it encourages. And the Varanasi is one of the religious centers, and because of these things, human activities, what happened after a century, it got polluted and it got overpopulated and overpolluted during this 20th century. Because of the overpopulation, there is no proper way to drain the waste. So they are just getting into the river and it gets populated and it get polluted also. So the main thing is getting population, we can't do anything. The only thing is we can control the pollution by throwing the waste in a proper dustbin, and a proper recycle is also very must. So these are the things which creates impact for the environment. I hope you all understood the lesson about the Amazon basins and the Ganga Brahmaputra basin and the impact of the basins. Okay students, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you.